Hey folks, another quick video from Prepper Rabbit. I meant to get on earlier this week, but I've been under the weather, and I'm gonna get out for just a moment. I thought I'd do a quick video. Let's make sure I don't get sideswiped here. Titles: Don't look at the sun. Tomorrow is the big eclipse. Somebody will look at the sun, and I've always heard if you watch an eclipse, you'll go blind. I don't know that to be true or not. I'm pretty sure it's probably true. But some ding dong will look, and it'll damage their eyes, and they'll want to sue somebody. Wait and see. There's a lot going on. I've been somewhat keeping an eye on social media. I understand that the Cranes want to, they're going to take Ukraine into NATO, which I think is a huge mistake. But I'm sure that's by design to get us into an all-out nuclear war. But I believe the other side will probably stop fighting if that's the case. They're not going to want to get into a conflict with NATO. Let's see what else. Our great leader, I've seen 2 or 3 news clips where he can't even speak anymore. That he's a ding-a-ling, and he's done expired. I believe the word is dementia is what he's got. What do I know? I know I'm gonna flip you around here in a minute so you can see what I see. But yeah, there's nothing good at all on social media, period. And I've tried to find something worth watching, and there's not. There's nothing. I know it's propaganda, but there's just nothing worth watching. I saw the fact our boy's running for president again, but that's about all I got. I mean, I keep trying to find something worth talking about. There's just nothing on there worth nothing. I'm still going to church, which I enjoy. I've been enjoying that tremendously. I've been a Christian all my life, and I haven't went to church as much as I should. I'll promise you that. I went to my first sunrise service this past Sunday, and I enjoyed it. When they say sunrise, they're not kidding. They started speaking, I guess, about 6 o'clock. 6:30, 6 o'clock. But that's neither here nor there. If a person wants to go to church, go to church. Whatever your belief is, I don't care one way or the other what somebody believes or doesn't believe. It's none of my concern. It's none of my business. Just like it's really none of my concern how people vote. It's just not. Unless like I'll say I'm a Christian, but this is my channel, and I'll speak about what I am. But I don't get in everybody's business. I really don't. Let's see. I know I don't make content like I used to, and for a lot of you that have been around a long time, I know when I get on and do updates, you enjoy them. But really and truthfully, I just been keeping my head down. I've been trying to stay healthy. I say under the weather, I'm not sick. There's something wrong with me, but I'm not like I don't have the flu or anything. There's just nothing I can do about that. I guess it's just getting older, But I've been watching, a lot of content. I really don't. I don't shut my channel down, and I know it. I don't really really have any good rants or anything. Nothing really good to talk about. I know I can't see right now because of the sun. Lord have mercy. It's bright. I'm just thankful, for what I've got. I'm somewhat healthy. I still got all my faculties, I think. I'm just like everybody else. My ex-wife said I used to use YouTube like therapy. Maybe I did. But I just don't I don't sit and rack my brain anymore about content. What am I going to put on my channel today? I'm going to pass a tractor here. Hold on. See? There he is. But I do feel like from time to time I should get on and say, hey, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, whatever. But, I'm just like everybody else, life every day. It's, there's something. And I don't want to get on here and complain. We all got enough going on in our lives to complain about. So who gives a shit what's going on in my life? And I hate those kind of content creators that get on just bitch all the time. But I don't really have anything going on, anything interesting. I'm not doing any preps. I'm not doing anything. The only thing I have been doing is security outfits that are doing stuff on the border, but I haven't found it yet. Because I feel like, if you can, go down and do your part and help out. I mean, I can't go for free, but I'd go down and work. That's all I got going on, Everybody says I need to get on from time to time and update, but I did just nothing going on worth talking about, I try not to get down here and be political because, if you're political anymore, there's no such thing as freedom of speech in a country where we're supposed to be free. And that's a shame. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to discuss, but I know better, considering our current administration and how they act. The economy sucks. I can't bring up anything that 9,000 other people haven't talked about, so I just don't try to bore you all. But understand, I am going to lose my signal here for just a second because I'm going across the famous creek here in about 20 seconds, and then I will come back live. But just nothing really going on. Yeah, oh, here it was. It mentioned about this. This is a family thing. I haven't gained any weight. I've always had a big head. They were saying I'd gained weight. I haven't. I'm still not as a rail, but I haven't gained any weight. But when you're shooting up and like I said, that's a family trait. All of us have it. And that's in my family. So they assumed I'd gained weight. I have not. On one hand, I wish I had, but no. I thought that was funny. Like that was going to hurt my feelings. Considering 2 years ago I weighed 308, and now I weigh in the mid 200 range. Probably about 230 right now. Maybe a little less. I might weigh 220. I'd like to be back in the shape I was in, 3 or 4 years ago. But what you'd like and what it is two different things, But there's just nothing going on. And I felt like I had to get on here and do an update on life. There's just, it's just day to day. I'm sitting here, even before I got on the live here, I thought, well, what can I talk about? There's just nothing going on. I got neighbors out working in their yard today just like everybody else, and I had to run the store just like everybody else, and there's just nothing spectacular going on. in the rabbit's life? Nothing. And you know, so I just want everybody to know that I am alive, and everything like that. It's just there's nothing going on that's worth discussing. Short of, the only thing that's changed in my life is I decided to go back to church, and which is I'm thrilled with, but it has nothing to do with anything or anybody, and and everybody each their own. I mean, some people go to church, some people don't. Some people's gone all their life, some people's never been. And I worry about my salvation, not yours, because I kind of feel like everybody's grown that watches my channel, and that's up to you. I just don't. It's not that I don't care, but it's none of my business. And that's one thing today. People don't mind theirs, and I try to stay in my own lane. And if somebody asks me something or voices an opinion, I'll join in, but it's none of my business. If you go to church, you don't go to church, and I don't think you have to go to church to go to heaven, but it sure makes it easier when you hang around people like-minded. But that's about all I got. Yeah, that's it. And to tell you the truth, I kind of feel like I look skinnier than I did. Anyway, that's all I got for you folks. And know that I'm still breathing. I haven't hit the lottery yet, just like everybody. I think Powerball's up to, what, 1,200,000,000, something like that. Go buy you a ticket. That's it. Anyway, tomorrow, what is it? It's Monday, right? The big eclipse. Just another day. I saw a lady on TikTok said she lived in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. And for you people that don't know, Oak Ridge, Tennessee is where they built the bomb. And they decommission nukes there and build nukes. And all that's underground. And she was saying all of her friends that worked at the Ridge just went on vacation. Like they're worried. So there might be something to it, I don't know. If there is something to it, it won't matter. We'll all be gone. If there's nothing to it, we'll all still be here. So I thought it was funny. People are so silly. I'm gonna say something, then I am gonna get off from here. If an asteroid's gonna hit the Earth, if Yellowstone detonates, if California was to slide off into the ocean because of an earthquake, if we get into a nuclear exchange, if little green men land on the Earth Monday, there's nothing any of us can do about it, and I'll be damned if I'm going to sweat it. Things I can change, I worry about. Things I have nothing, I just don't. You can call your congressman, you can call your senators, a lot of stuff you can call about, and it'll get fixed. There's some things you can call about till you're blue in the face, and they're not going to do anything about it. So I just don't worry. And people start talking about, Lake Mead is going dry. I can remember as a kid back in the 70s, Lake Mead pretty much went dry then. And then everything goes in a cycle. But people forget, 20, 30 years ago when something happened, and then they run around, oh my Lord, it's the end of time. I believe it'll be the end of time when it's the end of time. I'm not going to sit and dwell and worry about stuff I have no control over. If our Lord Jesus Christ comes back on Tuesday, then he just showed up. And it's above my pay grade. I'm not going to worry about it. And for everybody that worries about that stuff, like I say, people like to be scared. People will dwell on the most stupidest things. I'm not going to worry about it. Only thing I can do is what's around me. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends. A lot of times you can't pick certain things, but the things you can pick, then make the decision and do it. But stuff that's above my pay grade, I don't sweat it. That's kind of like worrying when you're going to die. If I go to bed tonight and I don't wake up tomorrow, I'm dead. There wasn't nothing I could do about it. I'm dead. Now, granted, I'm not going to jump out of an airplane without a parachute, but there's some things in this world you just cannot prepare for, and you just have to deal with it. I listen to a lot of adults talk now. I use the word adult real loose. That they whine and they cry about a lot of stuff. Karen and Kyle, they always want to bitch about something. And some things you just can't control. You know, it's just that simple. So enjoy your life. Keep prepping. I mean, if you got the means to prep, prep. Uh, I'm not in that position right now. I can't afford to prep, so I don't. Uh, but it's a mindset. It's a way of life. So don't fret about silly stuff. Don't. You know. I mean, unless that's your gig, unless you just love to sit and worry about silliness, then wear it out. But and far be it for me to say that you shouldn't. But to have, I'm starting to ramble. I'm trying to make a point. When I lived in the city, my mindset was so different than it is now. Uh, I was sitting today, and where I live, most of the time, it's dead silent. And I know people say, well, that drive me crazy. When I first moved here, it drove me nuts. You could hear two crickets screw. I mean, it's just quiet. And now it's better than any drug, I think, or anything you could drink. Silence is worth so much. It's so peaceful. And I have time to actually sit and think about, besides the crap that's on the television or the radio or the internet. And I hope all of you, if that's what you want, you find it. I really do, because it has changed me in the way I think about so many things. And now I know, you might be out in the country, and I still see this and I giggle. But you'll drive down the road, you'll see a house, and it'll have 6 cars in the front yard, no tires, are all up on blocks. There's car parts. You know, uh, I think if you drag that stuff off, you'd make a couple of grand. But they're sitting on the porch and they're just as happy as pigs and shit. And I can relate. I can understand now why people that live in the country are the way they are versus the people in the city. I live in a place where if you hear a dog, he's chasing a rabbit. If you hear gunfire, somebody's either sighting in their deer rifle or they're just out shooting. When I lived in the city, just like anybody else, you hear gunfire, somebody's dying. Not here. People's dogs bark, as a rule. Uh, it's not alarming. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you got a little age on you and you want peace in your life, move to the country. Just move to the country. It don't matter if you live in a fifth wheel, a house, a single wide, a double wide. It don't matter if you live in a tent. If you're in the right place, your soul will find peace. Hope that helps somebody. I realize that I'm rambling, but I hope that helps somebody. And I just want to let y'all know that I love you. More videos coming soon, God willing, and the creek don't rise. That is my 2 cents. Please remember, your glasses always half full and never half empty. I love y'all. Be good.